Right, I was getting harassed into covering this. Eh, Motorist shoots dead two environmental protesters blocking a road. Driver caught in traffic gets out of his car and guns down demonstrators when they refuse to move in Panama. Shocking footage shows the man gunning down two environmental protesters in Chame, Panama. The pair were killed and one person was arrested in connection with the incident, officials said. This is the shocking moment a motorist shot dead two environmental demonstrators at near point blank range after becoming enraged over the road blockade in Panama. I believe they mean, is it in the country Panama? Harrowing images capture the shooter, a frustrated elderly man, climbing out of his car to argue with the eco protesters who had stopped traffic on the Pan American Highway in the town of Chame. He initially attempted to reason with the protesters, but moments later pulled a handgun from his pocket and began gesturing wildly as his frustration grew. Despite the imminent danger, the protesters stubbornly refused to curtail their demonstration and continued to argue back and forth with the disgruntled motorist, who became visibly more enraged with each passing moment. For a time, it looked as though the gunman was prepared to back down, but when one protester holding a flag stepped towards him, he snapped the pistol back up and fired at his target from mere feet away. Terrified onlookers and other protesters helped move the victim to the side of the road and laid him down on the ground as the gunman calmly began dismantling a small barricade made of stones and tyres erected by the demonstrators. Still undeterred, another protester wearing a black t-shirt and jeans tried to confront the gunman. I mean, gee, pal, did you not see what he just did? Like, see in any situation, if you've seen someone just get shot, even if the gunman looks calm, get the fuck out of there. Leave immediately. Right, just get out of there. Just get out of the situation. Is the environment like that important that you're willing to die immediately in that moment? Just leave immediately. Was also shot. The footage shows how he recoiled from the shot, holding his upper chest in pain, with an expression of disbelief on his face. I don't know why disbelief. Like, the guy just shot someone that came up to him. You then went up to him and got shot, and you're going to pull a shocked Pikachu. Like, of course you did. Of course you got shot. He just done that to another person. He is shown hobbling away to the side of the road as other protesters run for cover before slumping to the ground. Horrified friends of the victim rush to their aid, with bystanders seen applying pressure to the wounds in an attempt to stem the blood lost. But neither victim survived their injuries. Police descended on the scene and promptly arrested the shooter, dragging him away in cuffs and bundling him into the back of a squad car. I mean, Jesus Christ, they've even got the bullet casing like hand in the air. That's the money shot. Money shot. sorry, accidental. But like, goddamn, the timing of that. This is a man who's had enough. I'm making loads of jokes. I do not agree with what the guy did. Oh, no, we're not going to watch that. There goes my hero. I mean, I'm joking. I'm joking about that, but no, definitely not. Okay. So what the fuck, man? Like, if you're raging about it. Yeah, no, that is a bit much. The tragic incident came amid the latest round of protests and a 3 week long demonstration against a controversial government mining contract in the country, officials said. Several avenues in the capital were blocked Tuesday by small groups of protesters, while the Pan American Highway was obstructed in several spots, hindering transport of food, fuel, and medicine. The deaths followed local reports that a demonstrator was run over and killed on November 1st by a foreigner attempting to cross a roadblock during a protest in the west of the country. The contract, given final approval October 20th, allows the local subsidiary of Canadian mining company First Quantum Minerals to continue operating an open-pit copper mine in a richly biodiverse jungle west of the capital. The contract is for the next 20 years, with the possibility of extending for a further 20 years if the mine remains productive. Since protests began, the government nearly passed legislation that would have revoked the contract, but it backtracked in a late evening debate at the National Assembly on November the 2nd. And there he is, trying to get all the crap out of the way, but there he is. He's just been arrested. And he probably is going to go to prison. Yeah, there he is, getting huckled away there. Mental. In an effort to calm tempers, Congress last week passed a law that imposed a moratorium on new metal mining contracts and left it up to the Supreme Court to decide on whether to allow the contract with First Quantum Minerals. Environmentalists have welcomed this decision by lawmakers, saying indeed it is the court that should rule on whether the contract violates the Constitution. But a powerful construction union called Suntrax, teachers' unions and other organisations want the contract to be annulled through a law passed by Congress. As a result, they are continuing their protest. Now, I'll admit, the people blocking the road, the Extinction Rebellion people and all that type of stuff, we hate them. They're an absolute irritants. See, to be honest, they've done more damage to like environmental activism than anybody else, because all they've done is made everyone hate them and all that. Like, people are like, just associate environmental activism with being an annoying wee fanny. That's what it is now. If someone comes up to me and goes, I'm an environmental activist, I'm like, oh, so you're annoying and insufferable. And you think the whole world has to stop to fucking meet your little dumb protest. I'm going to block the road and everything like that. Now, there are certain things where I understand people getting angry. Now, I understand these people have a right to freedom of speech. So if they want to like walk through the street or hold a, protest, blah, 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 that's fine. See, when they're interfering with just everyday people, like blocking the roads and stuff like that, these people might be going to visit dying relatives. They might be rushing to the hospital. Maybe there's a pregnant woman giving birth in the back, having a bunch of contractions and stuff like that. You don't know, so don't block the traffic, right? You could be placing human lives at risk. Right? But you're just annoying everyday people. You know that the everyday people on that motorway have no power whatsoever to make any kind of legislation to like bring about environmental protection laws. You know that they don't. Right? Go do this stuff at Parliament. Right? They're the people that actually have the power to do it. Go sit outside Rishi Sunak's driveway and block his driveway or something like that, right? Go do that, the people that actually have the power. You're just harassing, like, average everyday citizens, right? You're just being dickheads because what you're doing actually isn't achieving anything, right? So, and then I've seen the video of guys coming out and throwing a little punch or two their way, or the guy that came up and covered them in milk, which was a bit funny, although I don't agree with those things. Those things... I get why you did it, but I don't agree with why you did it. This guy, though, however, I haven't watched the video and I kind of don't want to play it on YouTube because I'll get demonetized. But see, when that first guy stepped towards him, I don't know if it was in a threatening manner. I don't know if the guy threatened him or he said something like that and the guy shot him. Maybe that was stand your ground. Maybe that was a little bit of fuck around or find out. I don't know, so I'm not going to comment. The second guy, however, sounded like he wasn't really doing anything. At least from the description I got here. Again, I haven't watched the video, so everything I'm saying right now is probably complete pish. But, again, if they tried to attack him, then it's fine. If they didn't try to attack him and there wasn't any chance of imminent danger or an imminent threat, then the guy has screwed up pretty badly. Like, really badly. I don't know what the laws are in Panama. I don't know if they have stand your ground or self-defense laws or anything like that. I don't know what their firearm laws are. Was that firearm legal? Was it registered or anything? I have absolutely no idea. Right? So I might go and, like, watch the video. But I'm not going to play it in this video because, obviously... Like, we'll just get demonetized. I'll get a bloody strike for showing two people getting fucking nay-nayed. Like on YouTube, but still, I've seen all the memes going around of the man who's just had enough and all that. And okay, funny meme and everything like that. But see, if the killings weren't justified, then yeah.